Ah, guys, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We have to do over. Sorry. Terpaksa ulang balik tadi pasal ada technical issue, guys. Selamat datang hari ini. Kita ada special episode untuk rancangan Adam Talk Talk. 100 100 followers di Twitter dan juga di Twitch lah. So kita ada sedikit mini celebration lah. Tak adalah nak kata celebrate sangat, tapi basically macam introduction. Kita nak buat 100 followers introduction bagi siapa yang tidak mengenali channel ni, page ni, apa rancangan ni, apa Adam Talk Talk ni, dan basically everything lah in between apa yang kita buat. So today is going to be a special episode. We're going to do a 100 followers celebration. Because I have finally reached 100 followers on Twitch and on Twitter. So for me personally, is quite big lah, because I'm not, I'm still a nobody here. So most people just passing by. Kadang orang just lalu saja tengok channel ni. But at least on YouTube lah, the channel is growing. Adalah orang yang tengok apa dan mendengar rancangan Adam Talk Talk tu, dan hopefully we can grow bigger lah than here. So that's why saya nak buat introduction video, nak perkenalkan diri untuk bagi orang yang tak kenal lah channel ni. Mungkin yang originally yang kenal di kalangan kawan-kawan, member-member dan sahabat handai saja kan. Tapi ada juga dalam perjalanan kita reach 100,000 ni, adalah beberapa orang-orang luar yang kita dah start kenal lah, yang kita personally dah start kenal, kan, dia jadikan moderator dan sebagainya, yang selalu lurk dekat belakang dan sebagainya lah. So everything kita dah orang kata sikit demi sikit tu adalah improvement. So that's why kali ni kita nak buat proper introduction video lah, supaya orang yang tengok YouTube ataupun yang tengok rancangan Adam Talk Talk ni, yang akan datang boleh rujuk kepada episod ni untuk diorang kenal lah siapa kita, siapa rancangan ni, untuk siapa, apa tujuan, apa perancangan masa depan, dan apa kita punya goal, aim. Adakah ini satu benda yang sia-sia dan sebagainya. Sorry tadi sedawa sikit. Okay, so first of all, rancangan Adam Talk Talk ni, rancangan dia simple je. Rancangan dia adalah, first of all, nama saya Adam lah. Dan Adam Talk Talk ni kira nama Discord punya channel, Discord yang pertama lah, basically untuk kawan-kawan, sahabat andai, untuk orang kata kalau ada isu ke, masalah peribadi ke, apa ke, everything, ada benda yang nak bincang, nak tanya, nak minta tips dan sebagainya, ada satu channel lah dekat Discord yang kita buat, nama dia Adam Talk Talk. So daripada situlah dapat nama untuk teruskan podcast ni sebagai rancangan Adam Talk Talk. Tapi seperti mana benda dalam hidup ni, kadang kita tak ada plan lah. Kita memang tak ada perancangan, betul tak? So dulu masa nak start Adam Talk Talk ni, terfikir juga nak buat podcast pasal apa, nak buat perbincangan pasal apa, what I'm going to say here in this channel, betul. So and then bila sepanjang menjalani kehidupan, orang kata usia 20 hingga ke 30 tahun, I was like, okay, there is a lot of thing that I would like to talk about, right? A lot of thing that I want to share some knowledge, some insight, because in person, I always try to help as much as I can, but at the same time give some people a space for them to grow themselves. Basically tak adalah kita nak paksa orang tu untuk belajar sesuatu. Kalau boleh kita guide, kalau boleh for me personally, it's like kita tunjukkan pintu, show the door to that person, but that person must be they themselves walk through that door. And one of the dilemma lah, antara dilema channel ni adalah sama ada English ataupun Malay, right? Bahasa Melayu. But at the same time, I personally think that my English is not that great lah, to be honest. Right? It's still a Manglish, a Malaysian English. Right? If you guys have ever been in Malaysia, you guys know lah, our English level for most of us for me at least personally, it's not that high, it's not that good. It's a broken English, Khabib Nurmagomedov level of English. Right? But I would like to think that some of you guys can understand what I'm saying, right? So but at the same time, my channel, most of you guys are from Malaysia, right? So that's why I can speak some Malay. Then I will speak in Malay from time to time, and some do ask question in Malay, right? And then it will be awkward to reply a Malay question in a English language, right? But we can be both, right? Can if you ask a question in English, I will try to reply in English. If you ask a question in Malay, I will jawab in Malay lah, right? Say in Malay. So that's the dilemma when starting this podcast. And then the other dilemma is can I do this thing weekly, right? Because this is not a channel where we aim to be like a big channel or everything. At this moment in time, everything is just like a hobby. Like since I'm playing game, since I'm still drawing, still do some Gunpla. At the moment, I don't do Gunpla, as you guys can see, right? A lot of backlog at the back of the screen. I didn't do Gunpla. It's been almost 2 years since I stopped doing Gunpla and focusing on other things, like really trying to get back on my life and trying to basically do some wait why my internet has a problem. Yeah, my internet has problem. Wait. We are all right. I hope it's spiking. All right, it's been stable now. That's the problem when you do things live. And then the second thing, another thing is my internet. Even though, yeah, okay, I have a new upgraded internet, right? But as you guys can see, this is not a fiber internet. This is technically just a 5G SIM card. So wireless internet still have some disadvantage. Like it still have a, even though they say this is like unlimited quota, right? But it still have a hidden quota. Once you reach the hidden quota, right? Boom, they can slow you down. Yeah, they can slow your internet down, right? Under the fair use agreement, right? Written in the law, so you cannot abuse the internet usage of mobile internet usage. So sorry. So that's the thing. That's the other thing. That's why it's very hard for me to do this like regularly or like weekly, right? Sometimes I have to take a day off, uh, right? Because sometimes you know, sometimes I'm just too tired. Sometimes I don't have the mood, right? Sometimes I just there are a lot of other better things for me to do. And if like there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to share, right? Then I don't think I should make an episode of Adam Talk Talks, right? Because before this, right, Adam Talk Talk is like for very special occasion, or AMD release a new CPU, or there's new technology, there's a new movie review that I really want to talk about, or anime or anything. That's why there's no like genre on this podcast, because it's Adam Talk Talk, so I can what is the best thing that I am passionate about at that moment that I want to share with you guys, right? Because I don't want to limit it to just like one category. So that's why this channel, the reason why I stream live on Twitch is only one reason, because after the live stream end, I can send it directly to YouTube, right? Because like I said, my internet still have a limit. I cannot use all of my quota to download the file and then upload the file. But at the same time, I cannot edit. I cannot like waste my time to edit a video. I wish I can pay some people to edit my video, but at this moment, at this level, right, I don't have time. I don't have the resource to edit my video, because if I have the time, extra time, I will do other things, right? I will finish my game faster. I will do my drawing faster, because I still have this personal thing that I want to go to do, right? So going back, I already talked about the introduction of this channel, right? So who am I? Okay, my real name is Adam lah. Adam is actually my real name. I stuck with that name. I love that name. I know the reason why my father gave me that name. Right? I cannot tell you my full name for security reasons, but I can tell you that Adam is my real name, right? Not my full name, obviously. And then I really love that name. Right? Some people, I know some of my friends that they hate the name that given to them by their parents. But for me, I'm very lucky, because Adam is a common name in any language. In most of the language, you have the name or have the similar meaning to Adam, right? And then in English, you have that name Adam. In Malay, you call that name Adam. I don't mind if people mispronounce my name Adam or Adam. I don't care much, because it's a common name, right? As long as it's the, what do you call it? As long as I knew that people refer it to me, and some people call me dumb, right? Dumb. See, yeah, dumb. Come here, dumb, right? There's no like negative for me lah. For me, for some people, maybe they hate when people short calling their name. What do you call it? Like calling a give you a nickname lah. Some people hate the nickname that was given to you. Yeah, you don't agree to that nickname, right? But that's a personal thing lah. So my name is Adam. What I do for a living, I'm currently working with IT stuff, right? Like either I build a PC, I sell a laptop, I do diagnostic, I do a lot of things. Technically, my job description is like very very vague because we are required to do a lot of things, right? So for some people, they will look at my job, say, you just work at retail. But ours, if you take any other retail work, they cannot do my job. They cannot do our job, right? Because we're involved in IT. We need a lot of knowledge, and you need a lot of not like deep technical skill, but you need you need the basic. You need to do how to swap this and swap that, right? How to add this and add that, how to open this and open that, how to do some installation, how to do some diagnostic work. Like basically like we are like the first responder for your PC or IT stuff. That's why I like to call myself I'm a consultant, IT consultant. So you come to me, seek advice, and I guide you to what you need, right? It's not like the relationship is not like you are my customer. No, I'm here to give you advice. If you bought item from me, then all right. But my intention in my mindset is I want to help people, right? Because otherwise I will quit this job in an instant. The moment that I am not allowed to help a customer, I'm out. Because if the aim is to make sales and sales only for the sake of like profit and everything, while do some other shady stuff, right? Like lying to customer, right? Misdirect a customer, basically like, if you are not being honest lah, basically what I'm saying is, right? If your work, if your line of work need you to be dishonest in order for you to sell something, then I'm out. Because this job, while I really love some part of my job and some part I really hate, but I cannot talk here, right? Due to respect that I have to the company, right? I knew what is the problem with the company. I knew what is the main problem, right? And I already talked to the company, so, and try to give them a solution. And some of them they implemented, some of them they do not, right? Maybe in the future, I don't know, but in this moment in time, I don't think there is a future for me here in the company for 3, 4, 5 more years. No, there's no way. I think maximum 2 years and then I'm out. Not because I hate my job, not because I hate my company. No, right? It's quite the opposite. Because, like I said, who am I? Okay, what I'm trying to do here in life, there are things that we and you, me and you, basically, that we want to do, that we try to achieve, right? Give me a moment. So, what is my end game, right? So, I'm going to go back and give you guys some history. So, I think we go back to my high school year. I really love, enjoy watching animes, right? And I was little, like most of you guys, especially if you guys live in Southeast Asian, right? Where you guys get to see the both Western animation and Japanese animation. if you guys from US, you say, oh, we also see Japanese animation too. Sure, but I give you some example. Digimon. You guys never grew up with the original song from Digimon. You guys changed the song to the English theme version. Same with Pokemon, same with Dragon Ball and everything. You guys have your own localized version of that theme song. But for us, we get the original. We hear the original song. We hear the original soundtrack. We hear the original language, Japanese, with subtitle. And some anime like Doraemon, Shin-chan, we have our own dub. But our dub in Malaysia, because I knew that the voice actor in Malaysia must have like basically, what do you call it, approval. Yes, approval from the Japanese studio. Okay, this is our Doraemon. They will hear the voice, they will hear everything, and then if they give their approval, boom. That's why when you hear Japanese Doraemon and Malay Doraemon, it will sound like if that the same guy, the same girl, same woman, same Doraemon, just talk in Malay. Same with Indonesia. We also, if you are Johorian, right, you are very lucky because your TV signal, right, you can get Singapore channel, you can get Indonesian channel, obviously you can get Malaysian channel. So I can watch Gundam Seed on TV2, right, our national television, in Malay, right, with some scene cut off, right, obviously. And then if I go to Kids Central at the moment in Singapore, I can see the scene that they cut out, right, the naked stuff that they cut from the opening scene of Gundam Seed, right. And then I can go to Indonesian television, RCTI, right, RCTI, I don't know how they pronounce it. It's been a long time, so I can see the I can hear the theme song in Indonesia, and at that time I was very impressed with the translation from the original Japanese to the Indonesian language. Right, some of it is very accurate, and some of them is very creative. If you know the Chibi Maruko-chan ending song, the word in Japanese is different, but they use the same word in Malay and Indonesia to match the sound of the language, but completely different meaning, right? That at that time I was really like mind blown. Oh my god, they find the creative way. That's why when you know what I watch, like Frozen, the first Frozen, right? I watch in Japanese, in English, in Indonesia, in Malaysia, right? Not just hearing the 25 language, right? But like all the song, I memorized some of the song in Malay, right? Like in summer, musim panas, in Malaysia, that song is like 100 times more funnier, right? And of course, for some people, when they hear, oh, English translate to Malay, the song is like cringe and everything. I personally, right, hate when people abuse the word cringe, right? Something are cringe-worthy, yes, but not all thing that you don't like is cringe. What the hell, man? Oh, I don't like this because it's cringe. No, it might be cringe for you, but not cringe for us, right? It's funny for me because I do stand up, use this element, right, to show you the difference between English and Malay. How the English song like in summer, and then when it translates in Malay to musim panas, and the way that they pronounce the language is not the same as how we would say it in Malay, but they must fit the song similar to the English song. So that's why I really love like hearing the difference between the language, the nuances in language, right? In Malay we call it nuansa bahasa, because That's why when I play games, if you guys been following this channel, you know I play in Japanese. If the game originally from Japanese, I will play in Japanese. In just for Final Fantasy 16, yes, we play in English because the game is intended to play to hear in English. Even the lips are basically in English. But most of the game, if the game is Japanese, I play in Japanese. But the subtitle is English, right? Because at least I can know the difference and the nuance that English language have versus the not versus like that compared to Japanese. Right? I hate when in English you summarize everybody to one single sentence, but in Japanese, right? When people like, for example, thank you, like not just thanks to you, but basically like give like pronounce each and individual name, right? Not just general like general thanks lah. Basically like it's different. Same with other language when you uh allowed to call them by their first name, right? In Malaysia we don't have that lah. But in Japanese, like if it's sometimes it become a terms of like show you like you are really close with the in terms of basically like okay you are close to that person, you are allowed to call her first her or him via first name or not just family name, right? In Malaysia we don't have family names for Malay lah. For Chinese people and Indian people or some maybe they do, but for majority of us culturally here we don't have a family name. Some like very little have family name of course, but majority of us don't have. So I love watching animes, right? I watch a lot of anime, and like I said, since we have access to Singapore Indonesian channel and Singapore at night time like this, back then there's Art Central channel where I watch anime like Monster, The Gray Man, Witch Hunter, Robin, and Shaman King, and a lot of adults, what you can consider like R-rated anime, right? Or PG-13 anime that Malaysia channel will never show, right? Broadcast can never broadcast to the public. Art Central they can show because Art Central is a like adult TV channel at that time before it changed to Octo channel. By the time it changed to Octo channel, right? There's not. I think the quality, not the quality, like the quantity of the anime they take is like going down. So I slowly, and then at that time I already grew up, so I don't watch much anime. At that time I'm stuck with gaming lah, but I start with anime first, right? I game, but watching anime is like my main what you call main course lah, basically. Like okay, anime time. I do some gaming, yes, I game like since 4 years old, right? But anime is the thing. But whilst I was like small, I still do Gunpla. I have a lot of Gunpla collection that I collect like from like 5 I brought my own Gunpla when I was just like 5 years old. Right? I brought with my own money. Right? Because my father is very strict, man. My late father is very like strict, man. But he have this concept, like this rule: if the item you brought it yourself with your own money, as long as you do not steal that money, you do not take that money from anywhere else. Basically, yeah, if the item that you brought is your own hard-earned money, right? Then you can keep the item. That's the rule, right? He will not buy you toys. He only buy what is necessary for you, and most of the time I like like my color pencil, my watercolor set, my drawing set, my books. It's all given to me. Like basically passed to my sister is 1 years older than me. So if she does not use it, then I get that item. Right? My father will not buy it just for me. Right? As long as that item can be used, then it will basically like given trust upon me. Take this, take this, because your sister doesn't need it anymore, or she have a new one. Then I will get the old one. But I will collect some money. I'll do some work and collect. I buy this Gampla from a bookstore. Like in Taman Dahlia, there is a small bookstore, but at the top shelf, it have some Gampla. That's my introduction of Gampla. And then there's some other shop that's like, the, what do you call it? Where you put money, 50 cent or 1 ringgit, 2 ringgit, and then you capsule toys. Basically, like I have a lot of Gundam that I get from capsule toys, right? I have the Freedom one, the Buster one, right? Strike. But basically, like a lot of things that I collect. And when I reach adulthood, a lot of these items, right, already start to break down. Chemicals start to break down. The colors start to change, right? And yeah, because most of 99% of the item is third party, like it's not original. I don't have access to buy original Gunpla. I buy the TT Hongli Gunpla, right? So the color start changing and everything, and then it start to smell. So it become very dangerous, right? For health reason. So I decided to throw away. It's a very sad moment for me personally, right? Like killing your inner child, right? Seeing part of you just go away. And I make a promise one day, if I have the times and the money and the resource, I will buy back every type of Gunpla that I own, or I will replace it with something better. Alright, that's why you can see I have my own Gunpla collection back now, but I still did not manage to buy what I used to have, I used to own. Right, some of it I cannot get it back. They did not make it anymore. Right, there's nothing I can do about it. Right, but that's why I have a priority list, which Gunpla that I need to buy. And that's why I don't collect Kamen Rider. I would love to collect Kamen Rider Gunpla, and the Kamen Rider like Gunpla, or even RG, Eva, yeah, Evangelion, right? RG Evangelion. So I would love to build that Eva Unit 1 and Unit 6 and everything. But I say to myself, right, I have a lot of things that I need to buy. That priority lah. I priority list which one that I need to buy. I still need to collect the OG Gunpla, like Strike Freedom, Infinite Justice, Destiny I have, but I did not build it yet. Right? Akatsuki, right? And Legend. That's why I hope they make HGCE Akatsuki, and HGCE Legend, HGCE Providence, and HGCE Justice. But there's nothing we can do. We cannot push Bandai lah. But I'm very happy they make the new Rising Freedom and Immortal Justice, and we knew that there will be a new version of Strike Freedom and a new version of Justice in the movie, right? We knew. So the Gunpla is obviously coming. So I'm very happy about it. At least I get the new toys, much more stable and stronger, solid version of HG. Because I don't know why people complain about Gunpla, because back then compared to now, like the Gunpla is 100 times more better. The detail, 10 times the detail, as the best that used to say. Todd Howard, I forgot the name. The name is blank. I say The way that he said that, like, 60 times the detail, right? The articulation is great, the anime accuracy is great, right? Vastly different than what is used to be. Obviously, people say, obviously lah, technology, so obviously they need to keep the standard and everything. But I always grateful that Gunpla is becoming better and better, right? That's why when people complain about, oh, IG Strike Freedom is hand grenade, bro, my first build in adult years, and my first fully painted Gunpla, fully painted, even the inner frame, right, is IG Strike Freedom. I learned how to make that goal, how to paint on ABS and everything. So basically, and then I learned the masking, everything. You guys can see in my YouTube channel, right? The most popular videos on my YouTube channel is that RG Strike Freedom. Excuse me. That is my first fully painted Gunpla. And then you can say the second one will probably be the RG Unicorn Perfectibility. But if you guys know me, I love to display Unicorn in its default form. If I have the time, I will continue with the backpack, the weapon, everything, and then do the all the backpack unit, the weapon, and then display it as a close unicorn mode instead of destroy mode. People say, why you buy RG Perfectibility then? I love the blue frame. The normal one is the red and then it can change to green, but I love the blue one, right? And then the shield, the X armor, arms DE, I forgot the name, excuse me. I'm not like fully focused on Gunpla at the time of building Gunpla, right? I call it my Gunpla phase, my Gunpla is what do you call it, like comeback. I know all the names of the weapon, like Palma, Fiocina, like the Zephyrs gun, everything, but now it's not the time. So, and then I was very happy. Basically, I you can say after I last my final build is the Infinite Justice, because I wait for the HGCE version for so long. I pray for that version for so long. Right? Every night I pray for, give me here HGCE Infinite Justice. At least my Strike Freedom and my Infinite Justice set are complete. Because we never knew, right? Some of us already lose hope. There's no more Gundam Seed. After Destiny, the story end, the story concluded. There's no more version. That's the last and the final version. And then that's why, like, I'm very happy. I rejoice to Gundam Seed fans, Seed Nation as they call it. We have a new. My wallpaper at the moment is Gundam Seed Freedom wallpaper, Rising Freedom and Immortal Justice, and I'm very happy that my taste match with the design. Some people, they don't like it. I can completely understand, right? It's just a matter of personal preference, right? You like this version, you like that version. So when I was high school, not even high school, when I was 5 years old, I watched a lot of anime, but at the same time I do gaming, and then I still do Gunpla. And then when I was at high school years, I do less gaming, I do less Gunpla, I do less drawing, but I still do some of it here and there. But I really love storytelling in general, right? So back then, me and my, what do you call it, my friend, me and my friend, school friend, classmate, and everyone, like, so we kind of plan at that time, like, I want to do a story. I want to tell a story that represent us represent me, represent my friend, represent the life, the special and unique life from our perspective, and put it on a basically like tell the world about our story, but change it to become like something else, to become like something totally different. So the original characters, all the original character in the Blazers, that's the title of the story, is called the Blazes. The Blaze is right. The Blazes. So it contains all the original character, right? Is based on the real person. It's based on the real person, not 100% based on real person, but it is inspired by a real person, right? Some of the name of the characters survive, but at that time I was young. I didn't know. I just want to tell our story. Like, what if we go on a venture, we transfer? Like, you guys can say if this is elevator pitch, right? It's like, oh, what if we got Kingdom Hearted to another world? Now you guys can say, what if we got Isekai to another world? Like that genre Isekai, but not just one person, but basically the whole classroom got Isekai. And each one have the powers of this anime character, that anime character. And my friend used to say, what if we put all this anime in one world? What will happen and everything? How we going to tell that story, that kind of story? So for 10 years, right? Like 10 years, more than 10 years, right? The story evolved and the story changed completely, like drastically. Because as I learned how to tell a story, as I learned how the rules of storytelling, the concept, the plot, and everything, the story has become like completely different from the original, like 100%. There's no more original character based on real person. Some did survive, but not all. So from like 14 original character, now the story just focusing on basically two person, the hero and the heroine, right? And back then we decide, me and my team, my friend, we decided the name of the heroes, not the hero. First we decide the name of the heroine will be Eve, right? EVE, right? And then we decided, okay, since the name of the heroine is Eve, is just purely coincidence that we put the hero's name the same name as me, Adam. Right? Adam and Eve, because the character of the beast, right? Beauty and the Beast. The beast, some of the interpretation, some of the story says the name of the beast is actually Adam. So because the story of the character, right, land itself, so say, okay, since we already have we decided that, okay, the main heroine, because in some way Eve is the main character much more than the hero itself, right? So both of them are the main character, because you guys will see this perspective of Adams and Eve. And for some people, they will say, I already experiment on this. I show we do like some test chapter, right? People says to me a lot, is either the mysterious man or Eve is the main character. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna do this experiment where in Malaysia you guys will read Heroes chapter first, but internationally the mysterious man chapter, which is the chapter 3, will become your first chapter. So you guys can see, I want you guys to see, either you guys feel heroes is the heroes, or the mysterious man is the hero, or Eve is the hero. You guys can see, you guys can decide on that, because like I said, the story is now becoming like 100% different than what is originally intended. But now, as I grew older / wiser, No, I was just kidding. Right? As we learn, as we grew, as we like our life change, our perspective change. So I want to tell this story in a different way. Like hopefully nobody does this like 100% like us, where even the way that the comic is presented in publish is completely different. You guys don't no need to buy all the chapters. You just can buy excuse me. You guys can buy your favorite character only and then just follow the story. Some character is completely separated from others, but it will give you the perspective. What That's why you guys have to answer the main question, the main themes of the story. The blaze is what? That's why there's a like question mark there. What is the blaze? Because in that story, the blaze is about a technique, a skill that the third king do in the past. That's the law. I give you some law. I give you some synopsis. Right? Like long ago, there is 4 kings, right? 4 heavenly kings, 4 divinely kings. The character is not human. It's not a human, really human character, right? So this king, nobody knows how the kings looks, the face and everything, right? The first, the second, the third, and the fourth, right? They are genderless people because they are not human. They are not bound to gender like us, right? But they are known as the 4 kings: the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. Then things happen between this king. Cut story short, I don't want to spoil the law right on internet, but basically there is some fight happen. The war happen between the third and the fourth king, right? The third and the so in order to defeat right the fourth king, the third king create a skill, a technique, right? That after thousands of years, it was only known as the name, that i.e. the blaze. But later they discover that the blaze has a few stages. In theory, they say it has 3 stages: the first one, the second one, and the third one. In the story, there's some people that can do the first level, and then there are a few people that can do the second level, the second stage of the power, and then the third stage is completely unknown. So the main theme of the story and the character, if you guys as the reader, can you guys figure it out, what is the final stage? And everybody is trying to create that skill, the final skill, right? Because it contains the secret of that story. If one character can complete that skill, then the story will be ended. The story will be completely ended. That's why there are only 3 seasons. We plan, like, if this is a TV series, right? There's only 3 seasons. The first, the second, and the third. The first one ended when somebody create that first stage. 100. Some people can create the first stage, but there can only be one true complete form of the first stage. And then when that thing happened, boom, the first season ended. And then same with second season. When a character completely managed to create the second stage, boom, the story ended. And then the third season, like I said, once the mystery of the story has been told, and you guys can realize what is the blaze, right? That's why even the title is a question. The blaze is, right? What? So if you guys can discover it when you guys are reading season 1, hopefully in the future, 2 or 3 more years after the down the road, hopefully that's our plan, like maybe 3 more years, right, we can publish this. If you guys can manage to like uncover the secret, boom, yeah, you are going for a ride. I can promise you that, because we already do some testing in a smaller scale, obviously, right? Okay, you guys, this test readers get to read the first, the second, the third chapter. This guy read the final season draft and everything, right? So we can collect some data, right? But the story never changed after I like completely after 10 years. I'm like, boom, the story is finished. There's no more changing this. There's no, the, what do you call it, the tree, the main body, right, the roots, right, has taken place. There's no more changing after that, after this. Okay, the obviously the minor detail can be changed later, right? Basically the main character, the 3 main character, and like others is already like set in stone. How the ending, the beginning and the ending is like set in stone. There's no more changes after that, right? So that's the thing that my main goal, my main aim to do, right, in my personal life, right? I really want to hopefully one day publish that comics, that story. If I have the money, like I always say to my friend, if I have the money, the resources, I will just pay somebody to draw it, and then I just publish it. But since we don't have that kind of money, so I learned to draw. I learned to draw digitally. I know my skill is not that high. I know, right? I not as good as most artists online. Right? I can't even compare my art to most artists that I personally admire. Right? I can't even do what they do. Right? I wish I can do drawing for a living, but now at this time, right, at this point in my life, that is a very impossible things to do. But I'm work hard on that, like beyond the scene, right? Even most people that knew me personally, right, they didn't know or they didn't see, because I some of my work that I do, I will never put it online, right? Can never show it online until the story has been published, because I want to keep the secret. I want to keep the surprise, even for my friend, right? And hopefully one day, right, you guys can read it, and hopefully it becomes successful enough that I can continue do it from the very beginning till the end of the chapter, to the end of the 3rd season. Oh, so that is the aim. That's why sometimes, like, okay, I cannot stream, I have to do some work, right? Even while sit alone, even while sitting with my friends, right? Sometimes when I stay quiet, I'm actually in that mood, thinking about the story. How can I polish this? You know, when my friend is talking about something that I really not interested, right? Or things that I already knew, right? I can completely zone myself out, and then I can like empty whatever is happening around me, and then just focus on the story. How can I improve the story? how can I change the perspective on this character, how can I design this, because I love to design. Like I say, I love to design something, take inspiration from this, design it a new way. You know, the saying go, great artist still great artist good artist copy, great artist still. So I love design, I love doing concept art, right? So basically, I love to bring ideas came to life, right? That's why everything that I know, I'm going to put on this comic, but I cannot share with you everything. Like I said, first, I don't want people to copy this story, right? I don't want people to copy the design, and some of design is completely homage to something that I love. So everything is here. Everything that I knew, everything that I love, everything that I want to show and present is in this comic. So that is the aim. So that is why I work hard on things that not directly going to push this project, but I can say that this side project is to generate the income and the resources that I can use to do this main project. That is why I stream. That is why I do YouTube, right? That's why I do Gampla. That is why I play some games, because I will do this stuff, but maybe one of them, right? One of the things will grow, and maybe one of the thing can support the main project. But even if this online stuff cannot do it, because I cannot become a 100% full-time streamer. I cannot become 100% Gampla builder based on commission. I cannot do completely like just do commission work every day just to support me, myself, and my family. I have to have a stable job, but I work hard to make sure if I one day transition to become like full-time artist and everything, right? This channel can grow beyond what is currently what do you call it, what is like current state of this channel at this moment. This channel, I say, is just a hobby, right? If I do Gunpla, it's just a hobby. If I draw, show you some character design, it's just a hobby. But one day maybe from hobby it will become a career, right? It will be my dream to show you, to present to you the world, the story of the Blazers. That's it. If there is some people that want to sponsor, right? Obviously, they have some deal. We have to make some like really details, right? Deals, how things, who own who, how the profit is going, right? How I can make sure that the story is still my story, not somebody else's story. So there's a lot of things that need to be like taken care of. But me and my team and I, we already make a plan for 10 years lah. The first phase is 10 years of planning. So because everybody is like do this as a labor of love, as a side project, excuse me. So we do this as a side project. If one day the side project has taken like really blew up, and then we can finally dedicate ourselves 100% to this project. If we can make money, not to become rich or every, no, if I can make money, like pay my bills and everything, enough to cover my expenses, right? My bill and everything, I can sit at home and drawing 24 hours. Not 24 hours, but you get what I mean, right? is enough for me. It's not about make money to become like rich. Is make money to continue do the things that I love. Right? I love to do Gunpla. I love to drawing. I love to play games. Right? So that is the plan. The plan is I'm gonna keep do this thing that I love little by little. But at the same time, I have to work hard and have some goals. Right? I have to do this. I have 4 poster to make. I have to do this. I have to maybe take a break from drawing. Like I said, now I'm in a what you call a gaming phase. I want to play Spider-Man. Once I finish Spider-Man, I will go back to drawing, right? Maybe gaming a little bit. Sometimes we have to take break. If you do things like, because I work like 11 p.m. until 9 p.m. Come back home, it's already like 9:30. You take a break, take a bath, praying, eat dinner. It's already 11. Right? Sometimes you're really tired, but you really push through. It's already like 12 a.m. in the morning. And then you have to do everything in 2 hours. And then you have to go to sleep. Sometimes yes, you drag. Right? I have like, sometimes until 4, up to 4 a.m. in the morning. Right? Because you need to finish it. You have the deadline to enter this contest, to do this, right? To submit this. So I don't have time. I wish I can change to other kind of job which give me like a lot of time to do my hobby, right? My hobby. But sadly, there's nothing I can do. If I change my job now, I have to like take a step back before I can fully. Now I have to like adjust. Okay, 2 hours, do whatever I can in 2 hours. Today I do this, next day I do that, next day I do that, I rotate that and rotate that. Right? I used to be a while back like 2 years ago. I work at Hello Kitty Town. Right? I am home before 7. So I have like 4 hours. I do Gunpla. I paint. And then after waiting my paint to dry, I can do some drawing. I can play some games. Do everything. I rotate everything. That so far in my whole life up to this moment, that is the best work. At Hello Kitty Town, like nothing so far can like give me that level of freedom, that level of happiness, my mental health. Like the salary is big, the work is far, yes, like so very far away from my home, but the working hours is less. You make a lot of money. Uh, everything is good lah. Everything is perfect for me. Obviously, there's some negative thing, but in general, I was very happy back then. I don't have much, but I have a lot of time to do what I love. So it's my life is very balanced. I do work, I do my hobby. I can rotate between Gundam, Gunpla, and gaming. Gundam, drawing, gaming. Gundam, drawing, gaming. Gundam, drawing, gaming. So, and then watch movie also. Right, it's a movie night. Like I used to back then watch like hundreds movie in theaters because that's it. I have a lot of time. Right, sometimes I go like off day, watch 3 movies. 12 p.m. slot, and then 2, and then the night time, right? Just to catch up. And then some movie I watched like multiple times. Sometimes I was alone in the cinema. Sometimes I feel like I always say to my friends, If we are alone in the cinema, it's the same thing as we bought the whole hall for the rest of the the evening. Like basically, like if you pay for the whole hall, just the two of you, it's the same as you go to any time slot. There's no people. There's only just the two of you, but you save a lot of money. So that's it, right? So I don't want to become like I don't want this to become like 100% gaming channel. I don't want this to become like 100% Gunpla channel. I don't want this page, this channel to become like 100% art channel. I want this channel. Obviously, for YouTube, one day I have to separate. I have to make a Gunpla channel, a gaming channel, and art channel, right? And then a podcast channel separate. Everything must be separated for YouTube. But for Twitch, I don't think so, right? Twitch is like, if I can stream multi-platform, I stream multi-platform. Whichever grew the first, blew up the first, that's the one I stay. But to grow this channel, it takes a lot of work. You have to cut your video, make video for TikTok, like hopefully it's viral and everything. I don't have time to that because, like I said, that is not my main goal. Not to make this channel monetize or YouTube channel monetize. Obviously, a good an extra source of income is great, but the main thing that I want to focus is my comics. If my comic like is 100% everything is like running smooth, right? Maybe I don't have time to stream. If you guys remember, if you guys follow Artgerm for a very long time, like 10 years ago, he always do this live stream on I forgot the not Justin TV, very old it's not even Twitch, right? It's blog post or something, like his own website, right? He always stream arts back when I work at Cyber Cafe, right? 3 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the 1 a.m. in the morning, right? The stream is still going up, and he teach how to draw digital, give some tips and everything. Nowadays, he don't even have time to do a live stream. I don't think he can do live stream anymore, right? But I remember back then he always like regularly, not even regularly, but at least once a week there must be art stream from Artgerm. Even I asked him a lot of question back then, and I screenshot some of the question that he personally answer, right? And a good advice also. So that is the goal, right? Like even like J2Sen, right? Mr. J2Sen from YouTube. It's a like PC stuff, IT stuff, reviewer and everything, right? But he also enjoy cars and everything. Even Linus enjoy riding a motorcycle, right? So obviously IT is their main channel, but in life there are a lot of things that they also enjoy. I think same with you guys. You guys are not going to stick with one thing. Even though you are good at one thing, you guys also want to do other thing, right? Maybe I cannot become like 100% top artist in the world. No, it's impossible. But I can try to become a good storyteller, right? My friend says everyone can draw better than you, but if you can tell a good story, right, a great story, that story will become so special that you can't even for example, you cannot compare Game of Thrones with Harry Potter. Both of them is great in their own way, in their own genre, right? Lord of the Ring is a masterpiece. but you cannot compare to like some story on the other side because it is completely different. Like if you watch a movie about horror, there's things that make a horror story good, and adventure story is completely different. That's why when I play games, right, the best game for me personally is Final Fantasy Type Zero, the original one, the PSP one, not the PC version, HD version, or the PS4. No, no, the original PSP version for me lah. Is playing on that small screen with that graphic, do everything that PSP can do. That game is a masterpiece. Like my favorite game of all time. I watch the opening scene, the ending scene from time to time, just to remind me how good, how great the scene is. Right, the opening scene of Final Fantasy Type O is like one of the best ever. Not just in any Final Fantasy, like in any game. I can challenge you if you watch the opening scene of Final Fantasy Type O at that time on PSP. Like wow, even some of modern game, right, opening cannot challenge that opening scene. Not opening gameplay, like opening scene. The first 10 minutes of that game, it's like mind blowing, like very depressed, very like really really sad. Like I can't even believe a game can make you cry for the first 10 minutes, right? Last of Us, you need like 50 minutes, the first 20 minutes. But that game, man, not just cry, like basically like ugly cry. Right? When you hear the voice acting, the sound, and when the opening song kicks in, and if you guys know the lyrics, right? If you guys understand some Japanese, or if you guys have the subtitle, right? Because when I play at PSP, I play the fan translation. Hearing the song and the lyrics at the bottom, the subtitle, right? You just ugly cry. And then the middle of the game, the middle part of the game is also very dark, very sad, and very depressed, very bloody, right? And then the ending is like masterpiece. The way that they do the ending is still, like I said, Final Fantasy Type Zero for me is a perfect game, right? From the story, the gameplay, the character, and everything. Like for me, you guys can disagree. Obviously, it is your freedom to disagree with me. But for me personally, that is my favorite game lah. But when I play Endwalker is very sad, but at the very same thing is very hopeful. But the story is completely different. It's completely different feeling. It is like two different level of sadness. One is depression, sadness, melancholy, and then uh the other one is completely different. But both of them is like bittersweet. Final Fantasy Type O is bittersweet. Final Fantasy 14 is like it's still a happy ending. But the road to Endwalker is like very hard, very heavy lah. Right? But it's completely different feeling. Right? Same, you can categorize the feeling as sadness, but it's different kind of sadness. You know, like I said, tears. Tears, you can be tears of joy, and it can be tears of sadness, right? In Islam, right? If you guys want to know the difference between the tears of sadness and tears of joy, right? You guys feel if the tears is warm, then oh, I forgot. Oh my god. I saw tears of sadness, warm, cool. Yeah, because yeah, tears of sadness is cold and tears of happiness is warm. Yeah, but science might disagree with that. Uh, uh, or is it the positive? Is it the tears of joy is cold, or tears of sadness is warm? I might confuse, but I need to check back later. But yeah, it's completely different feeling. So like you can't even compare both of them. But I still enjoy Final Fantasy 14. I love Final Fantasy 14. I love Final Fantasy Type Zero. That's why when I play Final Fantasy 16, one of my main like comment, not even criticism, but main comment, the game, because I already experienced this like 100 times more depressed and more sad. For me, the ending of Final Fantasy 16 is just okay. The game is great, but the ending is just okay. Maybe because I'm used to more depressed, more like grief. I become immune to that kind of ending. For me, that ending is like a lukewarm ending. Lukewarm ending, yeah. So, but if some game like Horn Heroes of New World, mobile competitive game, brings different kind of feeling, different kind of joy, different kind of, even if I play chess, right? The feeling is completely different. Everything is fun, but different kind of fun. So same with Gampla, right? Some process I enjoy building, some process I enjoy like straight out of the box. Some levels I love to paint, I love to customize, do some pen and line. So yeah. So if you guys follow this channel, I hope that we can enjoy our time being here, share uh, together lah, right? The game that I will play, the character that I will draw, the gameplay that will be hopefully lah when I'm like I say my prediction is maybe in 2 years in 2 years we can fully transition to full-time artist slash full-time streamer slash full-time gameplay builder, right? Because uh I already plan if I transition 100% as full-time artist, how my schedule will look like, how long I can draw, how long I can my time to gampla, my time for gaming and everything, right? So it's not going to be like 100% drawing that I cannot do other stuff, but I already balanced three of these things before while maintain uh, a job, right? Where I have a basically like steady job, right? Back then, like I said, while working at Hello Kitty Town. But now my line of work, I can only have 2 hours. Back then, I can only have up to more than 4 hours, right? And then a day off. Like, oof. Now my day off, like, I'm very tired. I have to do some paperwork, do some government stuff, to take my bike, like wash my bike. So I don't have time to do a lot of things while off day, right? So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's a good introduction of this channel. So this channel is we're focusing on that three things. But there's some calendar. I used to say, okay, after Spider-Man, I don't think there's any game for me to play until next year. The next big game for me to play is Final Fantasy Rebirth. Obviously there will be some Final Fantasy 14 here and there because of the event and everything and update and everything. Obviously I will play Final Fantasy 14. I'm very excited. That is the game that make me become a gamer back, right? uh because I quit gaming for a while. Like I said, I quit Gunpla for a very long time and then I come back. I quit because at I think after I finished my high school and then like for 10 years I worked at Cyber Cafe, I did not buy any Gunpla. I work at Hello Kitty Town, I start building Gunpla, start learn how to paint, start learn how to scratch bin and everything. I think I'm very satisfied with my skill level, and then COVID happening and everything, so I did not have time to like, fully go back to Gunpla. Same with art. I quit art for 2 years, right? Because yeah, at that time I was also focusing on Gunpla. While I do Gunpla, when I like learn how to airbrush and everything, right? I really have time to gaming. I kind of like quit gaming until my friends suggest me, hey, why not you play Final Fantasy 14? And then I come back to play Final Fantasy 14. So, and then I play like some other game. I think, yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I start play back because of Final Fantasy 14. Because I plan to quit gaming while I do Gunpla, right? 100%. I'm very happy that I do not play game. Oh, like, because I play like Blade and Soul and Horn for 10 years, Blade and Soul for 7 years, right? I play like this game every fucking day, right? Blade and Soul, every day I log in, every day I do the purple train, every day to do daily crafting, everything to maximize everything. And then thank God I just got separated from, I got too far behind, and then like, okay, maybe this is it, this is the time I will not play this game again, right? And then my friend also did not play the same game as I do nowadays, right? No, I try to invite my close friend lah, right? My online friend obviously play Final Fantasy 14. They are the one that invite me to play Final Fantasy 14, obviously. But my real life friend that does not play Final Fantasy 14 said I am very sad, to be honest, because I knew if they reach the level that I have, because I know what kind of game that they play, because we play at Cyber Cafe for like 10 years, maybe more than that. I knew what kind of game that they play, what kind of game that they like. I knew, so I know that they going to love Final Fantasy 14, but they cannot play Final Fantasy 14 because as you are getting older, you don't have the patience to play the game, enjoy the story, and basically like people just want to play. Most people want to play game MMO. Okay, first day, login, crack character, boom, max level, max everything. I can kill everybody in one shot. But you cannot do. But you cannot do that in Final Fantasy 14. You can buy level skip and everything, but that is not the main menu of the game. Story is part of the game. They have to like take time, enjoy, relax. Maybe some of them can do, but the second thing is they don't want to play the game that you pay monthly subscription. They just cannot, right? Financially, I think they have the money because they spend money on other things, on other game, like much more than what monthly subscription of Final Fantasy 14 is. In Malaysia, it's around 60 ringgit per month. So but some of them top up Genshin and other mobile game much more than paying subscription for Final Fantasy 14 for a year. So financially, they have that power to play, but they don't want to play. Maybe the graphic and everything, we don't know lah, right? Maybe they don't want to become like old gamer, like high school gamer, where you have time to grind 24 hours. But realistically, Final Fantasy 14 don't have a grind. Obviously, you can grind relic and everything, but in general lah, there's nothing you can like really grind. Obviously, you can proc savage and ultimate, but this is not grinding. This is just learning, like learning curve. Try to get clear and everything. This is not like typical MMO. Like you have to grind 8 hours days, do dailies and everything, sell some stuff, get some money, buy item, crowd item. maximum 16 plus plus. Item break, random random RNG and everything. It's long. And then I also don't want to play competitive game. I don't want to play CS:GO, and it's not CS:GO. I don't want to play COD. I play some COD here and there, but I already uninstalled the Modern Warfare 2. And my phase of COD, I think, is over. I played so much COD back then. Black Ops 4, the first one that have a battle royale on PS4 Pro. And then I play the first Warzone. I have a lot of skin. I top up a lot. I have the ghost skin there, knife this and knife that. And then I play some Warzone 2. I have stream Warzone 2 a few times before. I have streamed Apex Legend, but I play Apex Legend in season 1, season 2, season 3, I think. But I cannot play Apex anymore. There's, like I said, there's nothing for me to achieve there. Right? I cannot become the top player on Apex. Right? Impossible. Right? If I get chicken dinner, it's the same as that chicken dinner. The same as chicken dinner. In COD, if I win with a knife, that will be a different story. The personal satisfied, basically, like the personal, what do you call it? The enjoyment, your personal enjoyment is different, because I love to melee on COD. To kill a person in melee in COD is very satisfying for me. But I cannot do that on Apex. And then also, I don't want to play a game where I blame other people, right? I don't want to play that kind of game. Obviously, in Final Fantasy, you can blame other people in Savage, right? That's why when you guys know the story, right? While progging P8S, Pandemonium Savage, right? The final boss. Okay, that's why I quit this tier, because I don't want to get into that. Like, I blame everybody because they cannot learn faster. Or I blame myself that I cannot do this mechanic, right? So I don't want that. I think that's why I take a break. I don't want to play that level. I don't want to become that toxic version of me, right? I knew that I can become that toxic, like 10 years when I work at Cyber Cafe, right? When I play games, the level of toxicity is very high, and it's not good for me mentally also. And then Final Fantasy Savage, the P1 until P4, I did not feel that. But P5 until P8 officially, the snake, it's become a meme, right? It's not only just me. Like, everybody got trapped, right? On P8S. Oof. Let's bring a lot of memory. That's why after I clear that fight, after I get best in slot, boom, I quit. And then I come back after a while, do some story, and then Final Fantasy 16 already released, boom, drop it. And then 6.5, I play for the story, clear the extreme, no more. And then also Spider-Man is out, so I'm gonna play Spider-Man. So that's it. Excuse me. So yeah, I think that's it. I think enough introduction about myself, right? I hope you guys enjoy. I'm in this episode, yeah, I'm talking mostly on in English, so you guys, so a lot of non-Malay speaking viewers, future viewers, right? hopefully you guys can understand lah. I know that my English is not great. Like I said in the beginning, it's a broken English. It's a Khabib Nurmagomedov level of English. But yeah, grammar is broken. Like broken English everywhere. I know, but I try. So yeah. Tomorrow, hopefully, tomorrow the plan is simple. If you guys on Twitch, I will play Spider-Man. But tomorrow I will solely focus on doing the side quests. I'm finishing all the side quests. So after we come back to the main story, right? Everything will be like look easier, smoother, and the story and boom, we completely like leave the game. After we got 100%, boom, leave again. Never to touch it again until the DLC and everything. But and also, if Final Fantasy 16 DLC came out at the end of this year, obviously we're going to play that. And then if Spider-Man 2 DLC came out, we're also going to play. Hopefully there's one, please, oh my god, please, there's a Black Cat DLC, right? Peter must meet with Black Cat. I don't know why they take out Black Cat out of the story just like that. So I don't want it's just Miles with Black Cat. I want Peter, Black Cat, and Miles and MJ also. There's some people say Carnage DLC maybe. I'm not finished the story yet, but I can see where the story is going. So tomorrow we're going to play side quests, do all the side quests as Peter and Miles, and then hopefully after that we can play the main story and then finish the main story, because the game says 79% progress, so there should be like 21% more of the main story. From the completion bar is like 48%, I think. So that includes the main story, not main story and side quest, I think. So but the story timeline on PS5 already says like main story 79%. So yeah guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Right? Thank you so much. If you guys watch this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for staying till the end of the podcast. Sorry for all the technical difficulty. Right? My internet is not, like I said, it's not very stable. Hopefully you guys can like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. On Twitch, thank you for the follow, all 100 followers. Thank you so much. Right, I know that there's not much I can offer this time, but maybe more in the future. Hopefully I can focus on other thing. Like I said, hopefully in 2 years hopefully in 2 years after today, I think we will completely change. Hopefully this channel is completely transformed and there will be a lot of more of you guys. But now in the early, they always used to say that most streamer and most YouTubers they will always appreciate their followers before the number become big. When the numbers become too big, I can't even remember most people. But when the number is small, you got you appreciate people more. For me, 100 is more than enough. Right? But personally, I don't know why you guys follow me. Right? But thank you for the support. Thank you to all my friends that follow me. Thank you for my friend that always be here on the channel. Right? I can see your names. Right? But special thanks Special thanks to Arigato-chan. Yes, Arigato-chan has support this like he, I don't know, he or she basically. I in my mind, Arigato-chan is Arigato-chan. Moderator lah, the moderator. So it's always been here. It's not been here lately lah, maybe personal stuff, but when the channel start, right, very humble beginning, he always there, right? He's always come to say hello, say something, ask a question, ask a random question. It's been fun lah. Thank you so much to Arigato-chan. If you watch the bot on YouTube later, thank you. Alright, thank you to become moderator for the channel. Delete some hateful comment, some unrelated comment, right? But yeah, that's it, guys. It's been like 1 hour and 40 minutes, I think. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the follow. I said I can't thank you guys all enough. And hopefully you guys can support me on the future lah. If you guys don't support this channel, it's fine. But hopefully in the future, when the comic is released, when the poster is released, hopefully you guys can support lah. That's. I hope you guys support at that time lah, right? Because I really need all the support I can get at that time to make the project become successful, to make my dreams come true. So thank you so much. That's it. Alright, guys. Bye bye. Peace. Choo.